don't know. Welcome back, Detective. Is that my book I see in your hands? Guess I'm a little surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is the mask bearer you talked about? That's hard to believe. Does this surprise you? After all, it is she who you see in the dark, is it not? The dark. That's what the collector called it too. How'd Reina get tied up in all this? I only know that somehow the girl's path and the masks collided as if by chance. What circumstances led to this intersection are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, involving old men and black and white pictures. But that book and the girl are as much a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present and people to each other are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, and the detective who holds it now, all forming a neat and tidy line. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of a sleeper cell of some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, Detective, we can agree. So why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. Also look, now he's fuzzy. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was the time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical, and like so many before them and so many after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nita clan, loyal to Emperor Go-Daigo, a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded, leaving a key passage open to the invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them, there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. Oh. However, the Hojo and Nita clans, embroiled in their quest for empire, could not see the role they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kamenkai. Let's see. Could not see the role they played in the plans of another group. Okay, gotcha. It is said that in the flames of Kamakura, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to the histories by the name of Chikako Shichijo, the last survivor of the Kamenkai. Okay, so whatever the Kamenkai were trying to do, they failed. I mean, they all died, right? No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Shichijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded, to become the first mask bearer. Mask bearer? The Kamenkai used the deaths of all those people to create this? Why? Legend has it the Kamenkai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning, a place where cause and effect could be changed. Why? Why spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from being abused. Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. This is the power of the door. To a mortal mind, obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt absolutely. A power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with a tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true. All of it. It's like Han Solo. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door could be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kamenkai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all who come in contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected to it. That is a mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, the last known location of the mask was at the Kamenkai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kamenkai under Tokimasa. They existed, and then on March 4th, 1996, they met their end. There were many theories that the police killed them during their raid of the compound, or that someone within the cult had snapped and murdered the others. Nothing but conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within police records, and though I remain curious, it is not something I have access to. Police records, I wonder if they'd be at all at my HQ. Perhaps the best place to start is there. Finding out about the last days of the Kamenkai may help light your path to the truth, though I wonder if such an object, bred from suffering, can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? Ah, I've spent a long time here. I'm tired. So tired. Farewell, detective. Investigation +5. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, we gotta go to the HQ and see if we can learn something there. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything that I've been experiencing, like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to the spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth, an interesting story told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reina. I can't see it. The bridge between the Kamakura samurai and a young girl. He said Reina fit into the story. She's a mask bearer. But how? Yasuhisa. The collector. I thought when I'd met them, I'd entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly. But my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night, the hours bleed into each other, even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Ugh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication? Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kamenkai. Finding the police report is the way forward. Again, some of these comms are just terrible. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that can happen? I should head to Police HQ and see what I can find. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so we have stable, professional, meticulous, relaxed. So we're still meticulous, even though we've gained like 15 investigation recently. So I think I will go take my medication. So I'll be at -4 sanity instead of -14, and 79 investigation instead of 89. Like, that seems pretty good. I want to stop by my apartment anyway. I actually want to check to make sure there's nothing down here I can interact with. But yeah, stop by my apartment anyway to pet my cat. So I think that could be cool. I don't think trying again is going to produce a different result. Well, I more just wanted to let him know, like, hey, I talked to the dude, and then he disappeared. But I guess that's fine. So yeah, apartment first. Okay, where's any... it only lets me go to the police HQ? But you specifically talked about, you even mentioned yourself taking your medication. Why can't I go to my apartment first? Fine. The only available place was a police HQ. I just have to go there. Hey, girl. Oh, you're not. I meant her, not you. Oh, crap. You've got to be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets as to how long it would be before you showed your face again. Shame you coming in here now cost me 10,000 yen. Whoa, that's $100. Well, it's actually like 94 US dollars, I think. Because just the other day, I actually happened to ask Alexa how much 10,000 yen was in US dollars. Like 2 days ago, I asked. Just 'cause I was curious. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament, and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you in other words, ain't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? Like, last time I was here, I did talk to him, and I remembered him being, like, a bit of a prick. Like, more he just seemed arrogant, but now he's, like, an outward douchebag. I don't know why. I need a favor. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So, what do you want me to do, Ito? Sneak into the evidence locker? Steal your gun back for you? Oh, did I not give my gun up? Ha! Like I'd do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the dang station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors from here on out if I were you. And I'd rather not people see us talking and think we're all friendly or something. Now get out before I have to call someone down here. No, I'm gonna talk to her first, because I didn't get her fired. I can't? She's just staring at me and I can't even talk to her? Well, that sucks. Okay. Threatened with violence. I don't like to the police station, whatever. Can I go to my apartment now? No, it's just... I can only... Okay, now it's being very controlling. What's the point of having a map like this with all these different options if I, as a detective / private investigator, can't go around and actually explore what I want to do? I just feel right now it's being a little too linear. Maybe it was that way from the beginning, but it's only like really hitting me now. Now I can go in. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? The historian, what is he? I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh, good. And? Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed. There's something off about him. Like the collector, but... No, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the Common Kai in the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Alright, you train police? I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right, I train many of them personally. Do you know Akita Taira, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, Detective Taira. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Taira is about the only usable link I've got left in the police force and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Taira? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Taira actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny. At least, not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Oh, good for him. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? We'll see how long that lasts. May I ask what exactly Taira did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? Ha! You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. Wow, Tyra's a douchebag. Like, I already called him one earlier, but like, majorly. It's all falling apart now, though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yes, thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing a-hole actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner workings of a police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion honestly. Often, I watch my students spar and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of this story? Patience, Ito. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they ever enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the student who's resigned themselves to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Tyra's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tyra who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake? It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering, I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Tyra, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tyra. Oh, and here I was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tyra's favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike it as hard until he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. Alright. Exit. I could have just chugged it right there. We won't, though. We'll save it as a gift for him. For his promotion. And leave? Can I go anywhere but the HQ? Nope. Let's go to the HQ then. Very linear. I feel like it wasn't always that way. Maybe it was. Just feels weird. The professionalism plus 10. Hey! I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's Ito. Or that's it, Ito. I've heard enough of your... Wait, what? You heard it right, Tyra. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here, this is for you. I get it. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way! It sells out in weeks! Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle, and they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Ito's a giant! Ito. Sit up, will ya? Ito, it's fine. Just sit up already. Okay, I accept your apology. Heck, didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all the, stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Taira. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little early for that talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Ito, stop that. Please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. Suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Taira. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up? Wow. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but... Ah, no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. It's fine. I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I've been doing a little research. In an unofficial capacity, you know. I was wondering if you could pull a file for me? You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and... I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you. But Detective Taira, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. Again? Stand up! Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ito wants. Log the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir, of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Dang, Ayami. I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. I like how she immediately saw through it. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you can keep working that magic. Or don't think it'll take long to... Yeah, okay. Ayami, listen to me. Very closely. It's very, very important you train me to do that. For, professional purposes. I think you're all right on your own, Saki. Oh, fine. Be that way. Anyway, you've got a Titus sign-off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamenkai. I'd like the official report, plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it. Right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto! I'll put it on a USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. And I just got achievement unlocked submission. I assumed I could get an achievement aggression or domination or something if I had threatened him with violence instead. And now the only place we can go is the apartment. It just kind of seems like in that case, if they're gonna make me go to just one place, like why even bring me to the map? I don't know. I want to play with my kitty. I don't want to turn the TV off. Let me turn the TV off, please. Alright, well, look at the laptop at least. Use the USB stick. Yes, that one. Something doesn't smell right. There's a raid on a compound and all that's left is this lone debriefing? Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here, 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me, it's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the heck happened here? Why was it covered up? I don't know, girl. Nothing else I can do here, though. Can I play with the kitty now? Play with the kitty now? Nope. And I immediately changed clothes again. The report is unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Common Kai compound. No doubt the mask had a part in playing in those 12 people's deaths, and one way or another, it found its way to Reina afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega in Kabukicho. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Kabukicho and ask around. Wish I could pet the cat, but at the very least, let's take a pill first. I changed clothes again, just for this. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. So there we go, taking another pill. Sanity plus 10, investigation minus 10. Which leaves us stable, professional, meticulous, relaxed. Cool. So see, still meticulous, still stable, but more so now. More so. Like, we have barely positive professionalism, and we're almost to positive sanity. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I mean, from here, the only place that I can go is over here to Kabukicho. So info on that. Info. I have no info? I have no info on Kabukicho, apparently. Clicking on it was doing nothing. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I'd guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. Gonna look at these guys. 3 faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they're huddled around, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the sign to ignore them. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Let's listen in then. Hey, hold up, don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you, unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ and you might be risking more than your job if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle with the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly on stable ground around here since the Mifune family shakeup. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Pegged for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Oh, wow. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he asked too many questions around here and now he's in jail. Some police we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it, maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right, we didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, it doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other crap going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. The Mifune family, we need to look into that now. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are, or who you think, or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kabukicho might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace, right? Right. Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I would, but you guys keep talking to me! I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. They talk forever.
Cue outro, go!